So today's install is on a Can-Am Defender 2025 HD10 Limited. First thing we do is remove the hood. Lift the hood. Next steps is lift the power cover, remove that. Remove the two push pins, here and here. Push pins removed. We have two bolts on the bottom side that we need to remove. The bolts are marked in red in the picture. We'll pull those out. It's a T30. The bolts removed, we just slide the fender off, and that gives us access to this side here. So we have the wiring harness. There's two pieces of the wiring harness. This is the harness that goes in the front, and this is the harness that goes in the cab. Plug the front module into the wiring harness, and we will select two available wires that are supplied in the Can-Am Defender. I'm going to choose white with black as my ground, which goes to white. Goes in, and I'll choose white with red to my positive, which is red. Now we'll install the two bumper lights. Sounds better. Two bumper lights. We're going to put the element down. We've already peeled the backer off the adhesive tape. So we'll line them up and down. Attach. Using supplied zip ties, we will run that through the slot. That is now attached. Okay, front two bumper lights are mounted. We supply it with this clip, zip tie clip, and there's a tube underneath that we clip this onto, and that way we can tie the wire off underneath, and we'll get a picture of that. So now we're going to route the power connection for the front turn signals, and we will route those down behind the headlights and then connect into the wire that we just installed with the clip. So for the passenger side, pull the two pins. Pins pulled, flip this over. We'll grab the side labeled right. We will drop that down. Pull the headlight. We'll pull any slack that we have up and out of the way. And that part is done. And then we'll zip tie any loose wires to existing, so we've got plenty of things to tie onto here. Keep the wires up out of the way. We'll mount the horn, T30. This fastener here, just remove that. place the horn element down, always element down. If you have the element up, it tends to fill up with dirt and mud and the horn quits working. So element down. In this scenario, we just give it a little bend to make it fit where we want it. We'll get it in place there and then reinstall fastener. Connect the two wires, black and white, polarity does not matter. Okay, now we'll mount the front module. We've been using this location. If you have something there, there's other locations you can mount the module. It doesn't really matter. This is convenient. It does work. So we install these two fasteners first. Okay, front module is mounted. We've got the horn hooked up, connected. Front module's connected. Right turn, left turn are both connected. Now we'll move to the interior and get the power supplied and the hand control power supplied. Okay, so now we're going to get the power supplied. This cover just pops off. There we go. Okay. Pop that off, and then that reveals the positive and negative accessory terminals, and we'll connect to those. A 10mm deep socket. Install the red wire onto the positive terminal and reinstall the nut. Okay, we'll do the negative side. Red is positive, white is negative. Nut on there. Tighten things up. And now we have the power supplied. Under the dash, you will find factory supplied wires, and we're using the white with the red for positive, white with black for ground. So we'll connect our white and our red respectively to red and black to white for our ground. Okay, so now we're going to install the dash wire. This is for your dash indicator lights. And it's a white with black, and it has two square female connectors on it. And we're going to just route those through. There's a grommet on this side. This already has some wires in it. We have those tucked inside the cab now, and wires run through. So now we'll pop the dash cluster out, and it's just two clips on the top, and just pop those off. Okay, we have the dash popped out. Now we're going to remove the connector from the back of the dash. Slide this locking tab back, and then we can push on the black portion and then remove the connector. Okay, we have the dash cluster removed. Now we need to remove this white portion here. Insert a thin screwdriver to both of these and then pop this white portion out. Okay, we have that white plastic cover removed. Now we need to remove the white blank inserts. and they're retained in there by those little black tabs. You need to lift those tabs and then push the insert towards the back or the rear. And we're going to be using pins 7 and 17. So 17 is left. The black wire that we're bringing into it is left. And pin 7 is right. And the white wire will be going in pin 7 location. Let's get those inserts removed. Okay, so we have the pins installed. Make sure they're flush, locked in, they click in, push them in. Now we'll reinstall that white cap. We'll be done with this part. Dash cluster reinstalled. That portion is done. Now we'll start on the hand control mounting. Okay, using a T25, we're going to remove the top 2 Torx screws from the steering column. Okay, we have those screws removed. We'll take the hand control mount. We'll use the 2 supplied longer screws and just replace the 2 screws that were removed. So we have the hand control mount installed. Phillips hand tight. Okay, using the supplied clip, we'll tie the hand control power wire off to the clip. I'll keep it out of the way. There we go, a little bit better shot. We got the hand control power tied off and complete. You can see the fuse holder for the power supply is accessible. We are at the rear of a 2025 Can-Am Defender, and we need to take driver's side, passenger side taillights out. 10 millimeter to remove the taillights. Remove the taillight connector. Using the supplied adapters, plug the male connector into the female. Either rear module supplied to, and then use the other supplied adapter. And then now this connects into tail light. This one is getting a license plate bracket with a LED. So we will connect that connector up as well. So we break out the running light and the turn on each side, so you could use either the left or the right, doesn't matter. We have everything connected on the rear, and we didn't mount anything, and I'll explain that in a minute. So those are connected. So now we're all connected, so now we can test, and this is the important part. So when you first connect, what you want to do is push forward on the hand control with the key off, hold it, and then turn the key on. And try that here. Okay, so the key is on, and we should now be connected and paired. The rears could be left or right. You have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. So we're going to go ahead and test the left. We're blinking there. We're blinking on the dash. Front is blinking. And it looks like right rear is blinking. So this is why we leave it out. So we can flip-flop those two, or you can do it in the software. You can connect to the hand control, change it at the web page, but being that we haven't installed anything yet, we can do it right now just by flopping the modules. Okay, we got those modules flipped around. We're going in the proper direction. Test. Horn works. Hazards work. Everything is connected. Time to put everything back together. Okay, we have a license plate light installed.